Hello YouTube, here is my Lego 8297 set I bought from Bricklink, and yeah, all the pieces came in like brand new condition, so I'm really impressed with that. It was well packaged and everything like that, so yeah, glad I got the kit, because you can't get it anymore unless, well, new, it's really expensive, so yeah, but I added a lot of modifications, so of course I motorized it. I made the suspensions have a higher max and lower minimum. Added these chain guns to each side attached to the doors, and yeah. And then I made the battery box easier to remove. It's attached by, basically you just unplug this, and then the problem is the XL motors are kind of in the way, but I made it to where it's only attached by 2 pegs, which doesn't want to work right now. Okay. But yeah, it's only attached by 2 pegs, so this came off because the XL motors had to move over slightly, but see, it's only attached by 2 of these pegs, so it slides in and out pretty good with 2 hands, that is, but I only have 1 right this second, so there we go. Everything's back in. Yeah, that was a little bit rough, but it's a lot easier than the stock is to remove, I'll tell you that. So yeah, it's gonna need new batteries. These are not the best. But, oh yeah, the last thing I added was these rims. So, I'm going to show you all the features now. So, first we got the dual chain guns. And I kept the feature of this stuff. The doors are a little bit harder to raise, but they, because of the chain guns, but they still work. Yeah, it's still fully suspended. The motorized suspension still works. Well, it has a higher range because I added 1 longer bar, because it used to be one of these, but I added 1 longer right there on each side, so it raises and lowers. I got these spinning rims. They don't work as good as real spinners because they're not weighted, they're just plastic, but still. It's still pretty cool. I've got, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, first, the gearing ratio for the drive is just like that. That's for the fake engine. There's no differential because it got stripped out because I could not find a mechanism that just would not click because the vehicle's so heavy. It's a lot of pressure on the gears, but yeah, it uses 2 XL motors for a lot of power and stuff and speed. It drives about as fast as any other one I've seen on YouTube. It's got I geared up the winch and the suspension gear so that way it would work better. There's the winch, and yeah, the steering is behind the seat, clutch gear, and the M motor is back in there. So yeah. And then the gearing down in here is just like so, connected to the drive shaft. So basically, yeah, I like it. It looks pretty cool with the rims and everything. The rims are mainly for effect though. And the last thing I did was something simple. It's with a non-Lego piece, but it's basically this light, and I tried to attach it underneath to make sort of like a ground effect thing. And you attach it by flipping the car upside down. You just find a place in here. I think it was right here. I attached it, and it works really good in the dark, but in the light it doesn't have the full effect. But now I'll move on to showing you the suspensions. So right now it's in its up position, and it is higher than the stock, but you might not be able to tell, but you can kind of tell by looking at it. And let's go with the winch. Well, the winch still works. And now the suspensions. So dropping it drops all at one time because it's a lot of pressure, but it like builds up pressure, so it's not going to slowly drop. You'll see in a second. And should be dropping right about now. Yep. There you go. That's all the way down, so it drops quite a bit. And yeah, I'm just going to drive in its lowest position because it looks cool. But everything else is basically good, and it's fully motorized, so I'm going to drive it. So, spacer. Alright. So it's pretty quick, even though the batteries are not fully fresh. And I really like the looks of it. It looks really cool, especially in the dark with the lighting system. It works really well. I'm just trying to show you the steering radius and everything, but let's take it out somewhere else. Yeah, so I hope you guys like that. It's pretty awesome, and I'll probably put a picture at the end with of it in the dark on carpet so the light doesn't look in one place. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want any instructions or any tutorials on how to do anything, motorizing steering, drive, any of this stuff, the chain guns, everything, then just leave a comment, and yeah. So, bye.